folks, and welcome back to Crazy Gamer Games. I'm the Crazy Gamer, and today we're going to take a look at one of the new releases from Kill Team. This is the Dolorous strain, the Death Guard Kill Team. I don't play Death Guard. I'm not a heretic, so I'm not down with that. But apparently my son is a heretic, and he does not like the Imperium, and he is a huge fan of Chaos, the new Chaos Space Marines, and he has a Death Guard 40K team, and he has a Death Guard kill team, and we're going to add some elites to that kill team. And he also has a Nurgle army for Age of Sigmar, so he is a big fan of the Papa Nurgle. Let's take a look at the back here. We get you get 5 guys. I believe they're Blight Lord. Yeah, Blight Lord Terminators. You get some scatter terrain that was also in the previous unboxing I did in for the Sector Frontieris, maybe the other kill zone that came out with along with this. There was also a Thousand Suns box and another Orc box. So I don't have those. I'm not getting those. This is the only reason I got this one was because my son wanted the Death Guard. You know, he's a big Death Guard player. He loves himself Papa Nurgle. Mostly because he's 11 and is dirty. Well, alright, let's see what we got. Oh, let's check and see. This was designed in the UK. It doesn't say where they were made at. Oh, made in the UK and distributed by the UK. Look at that. We got this British plastic, my favorite kind of plastic. So we got a little packet here. Ooh, what do we have here? A piece of paper. Okay. So we have, you know, the scatter terrain like we saw in the kill zone box unboxing. So we got, you know, sewer grate, some broken down statues, some ruins. I'm a big fan of it. It's just the scatter terrain alone is worth this box. I mean, I know you only get the 2 sprues, but I like scatter terrain. I like it's easy to paint. It's easy to throw down on the table anywhere you want. Looks like we got some 40 mil bases. 6 bases. Is there 6 guys? Let's see. Here's the first sprue. It is in the Death Guard green, which is another reason my son likes it, because he doesn't have to paint his miniatures. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3 guys on this sprue and 2 guys on this sprue. So there's 5 guys. I know one of them, I believe, can have a special weapon, things like that. But we're going to build these. We're going to take a look at the cards that come with the package here. Let's get this open here. And we'll take a look at what the actual characters are on the data cards, because that's how this team is going to be built. Just because that's how my son likes it. So we got the book, the Dolorous strain. It's gonna give you a little bit of fluff on who these guys are. I'm assuming these are hanging out with the Gellerpox in Vigilus probably somewhere. I don't know if they came out in Vigilus Ablaze. I haven't gotten that yet. So we got a Terminator Heavy Specialist, a Blight Lord Terminator, Blight Lord Champion is the kill team leader, and then you got a Blight Lord Terminator Demolition Specialist and a Blight Lord Terminator Combat Specialist, and that Combat Specialist has that Flail of Corruption. So it's not good for me and my AdMech or my Death Watch. So and then we got instructions. Ooh, it's colored. Look at that. It's exciting. And these are multi-part kits. They don't have to be built a certain way. So, and then we got a data sheet on the Blight Lord Terminators. And then, you know, the tokens, objective tokens, and, tokens. Every kill team box comes with tokens. I actually used a Linko plastic token. So let's see here. Let's see what we got we got Death Guard Tactic, Teleport Strike. Choose up to 3 Terminator models from your kill team that were set up in reserves and set them up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 5 inches away from enemy models. That'll cost you a command point. And then you got one used when a Plague Marine or Terminator from your kill team is chosen to attack in the shoot or fight phase. You can add 1 to wound rolls for that model's attacks against target Imperial models until the end of phase. That's Veterans of a Long War. That's 2 command points. That's something that's also in 40k, the main game. Putrid Splatter. Use this tactics when a model from your kill team loses a wound in the fight phase. Roll a d6 for each enemy model within 1 inch of that model. On a 6, that model suffers a mortal wound after all the attacks have been resolved. Cloud of Flies. Pick a model on your kill team until the end of the battle round. Enemy models can only shoot that model if it's the closest visible target. That's 2 command points. Grandfather's Blessing, also 2 command points. Use this tactic at the start of the first battle round. Pick a model from your kill team and roll a d6. On a 1, that model is found unworthy and suffers D3 mortal wounds. On a 2+, add 1 to hit and wound rolls for the model until the end of the battle. You can use this tactical once per battle. So basically, on a 1, you take D3 mortal wounds, but on a 2+, on anything else, you get to add 1 to hit and wound rolls until the end of the battle. Not battle rounds. For 2 command points, you get to burn it right in the beginning. Nurgle Infestation, 2 command points. Pick an enemy model within 1 of your leader, roll a d6. On a 4+, that enemy model suffers a mortal wound, 2 command points. Used at the end of the movement phase. Nurgle's Gift, this is for Poxwalkers. You can set up a new Poxwalker on a d6 when you kill an enemy taken out of action. On a 4+, you roll d6. On a 4+, you can set up a Poxwalker that costs 1 command point. And then here's one for Sector Imperialis and Sector Centaurus. Just about the terrain. 2 command points. Let's take a look. Oh, here's the 2 specific missions. A narrative and a match play. Experimental weapons. Virulent vectors. Well, I can't speak today. You got some command traits on there, and then the 2 deployment zones. Well, let's take a look at the people. Another bag open. This one doesn't want to open. There we go. So we got some blanks, a lot of blank ones. Okay, here we go. We got Superrex Volgarhor. Wow, I'm hacking this up. He's 40 points. He's a Blight Lord Terminator. He's got a Combi Bolta and a Bale Sword. Death to the False Emperor, Disgusting Resilience, Transhuman Physiology, Cataphracti Armor, and Aura of Rust. So, that Bale Sword is a Plague Weapon. Reroll wound rolls of 1. Combi Bolter is Rapid Fire 2. Okay, and then we have a 41-point Blight Lord Fighter. He has the Flail of Corruption, which is a Strength 6, AP -2, 2 damage. You can reroll wound rolls of 1 for this weapon. Make D3 hit rolls each time you attack with this weapon. So you're rolling 2d3. Make D3 hit rolls each time you attack. So I wonder if that you would get 2 he has 2 attacks if you get 2d3 hit rolls. I'm going to have to check into that. And that's Boobox Glotch. And this is Gulach Trakin. He's 41 points. He's a Blight Lord champion. He's got a Combi Bolter and a Bale Sword. He's the leader. the last guy, he was the combat expert fighter. And then we got Mulgal the Curdled. Curdled, yeah. He's a Blight Lord Gunner. He has the Plague Spewer, 9-inch range, heavy D6, strength 5, AP -1. 1 damage. You can re-roll wound rolls of 1, and it automatically hits your target. Basically a plague flamer. And the Bubonic Axe, which is another plague weapon. He is your demolition specialist. He's 41 points. And then we have a Blight Lord Gunner. He has a Reaper autocannon, which is heavy 4, strength 7, -1, AP, 1 damage. And then he also has a Bale Sword. He's the heavy specialist. And he's 46 points. He's expensive. So that is this 5-man Blight Lord Terminators of the Death Guard. So hopefully I get these guys done, and we're going to do, on Thursday, we're going to do a Kill Team League at our local Games Workshop. So for Crazy Gamers Games, I'm the Crazy Gamer. Have a great day.